Greetings to our Northeast Texas family. Thank you for this opportunity to share with you, and I trust that you'll open this because it is important, some things that are coming up, especially coming to the year end. What I want to make sure you're aware of is I've heard a lot of great reports about Easter. Of course, every church has some good Easters. It's always the Sunday after that we always have some items sometimes where people tend to not show up, and we have a big growth on Easter Sunday, and then afterward it kind of goes down. But I've heard some good positives even on the Sunday after Easter. But this is my time of the year in my own personal journey. I always like Easter to Pentecost. I know we do Lent before, and I think that's awesome. But what I like about this sets up the truth of what we preach about from the resurrection to Pentecost, because that gives us the power and the strength and the message that we're going to take to our churches, which is what we're doing today. So I'm kind of a Pentecostal buff because I like Pentecostal. It doesn't get a lot of emphasis, but I personally like it because it's what brought the church into play. And I'm glad because it's Pentecost that brought the Holy Spirit that revealed to me about the resurrection and the cross. And so I'm kind of a Pentecost guy. So just kind of throw that in. That little sermon didn't cost anything, cost you anything. And you can use it if you need to. Anyway, just bring you some announcements for this is the best way I find to communicate. I want to remind you today is the cutoff day to register for NDI training, which is this Saturday, April 13th from 10 to 2. The cost is $25, which covers lunch and the event. And so I want to make sure you get it. If you get a hold of this today or real soon, make sure you reserve a spot so that they have enough knowledge of how many people are coming so that they have the lunches covered and don't run short. Also, another event that's coming right around the corner is our Christmas dinner in April. It's April the 27th at Mineola Reserve. From 10 to 3, we have a lot of things going on out there. There's horseback riding, disc golf. There's also hiking trails, fishing. There'll be some inflatables for the children, and we'll have a great meal together. Ron Adams is cooking it for us, and we'll have some chicken and some beef. You just bring the side dishes and your drinks and your chairs, and we'll provide the meat. We're looking forward to a great time. It's a little bit different. We're going to see a response. You do need to let us know if you're coming. We need to plan on how much meat. So even though it doesn't cost anything, it's going to cost the district to put it on. So we want to make sure we don't overdo any of the meat orders. So please let us know, register, and we've even included some grandkids. If you'd love to bring your grandkids, we would love to have them. It's a day for just the family to get together, the district family. Some of your staff that would like to come are welcome to be a part of this. When I was counting up the other day, we had about 35 kids across the district with all the people. And so we want to have a great time. So it's going to be real relaxed. It's a beautiful setting, and you will not want to miss this special event that has been planned for our Christmas dinner in April. Everybody's kind of caught on to that phrase. So we want to also let you know that I should have mentioned it earlier, but in the training that's on this Saturday at Richardson, they are having John Comstock from Kansas City come and talk about discipleship and healing. I know that's backtracking from our announcements, but it is an opportunity for him to share, and you'll enjoy it. I was at the one that they had in the fall. You'll not want to miss. I know that's what you call jumping around today, but we want to just kind of let you know April's a busy month, and you have all that information for you. Then I want to also let you know that there is some things that are going on that Monty is sending out, and I'm bringing out my phone so that I get it exactly right. There's some training on the APRs that are coming out this week. So here's what our administrator on the district shared with me. Last week, there were some first steps sent out to you for the APR reports, emailed to all the churches and pastors to check username and password needed for the 2024 report. So that's already in your hands. On April the 15th, the district office email will be sent out with details instructions on this year's APR and district toolbox inputs. So all that information is going to be available. You've got to open your emails so that you catch all the information that comes to you. On April the 23rd at 10 a.m., there's a Zoom webinar available on the APR and the toolbox to to give you instructions and questions. So Monty and I will be on so that you can look in. He'll have probably the screen set up so that you can see how that is to be filled out. And we're having a Zoom webinar on the APR. Also, on April the 25th at 7 p.m., we're having another Zoom webinar. We're trying to cover both angles for those that may be bivocational, can't be in the morning session on the 23rd. We're having an evening session on the 25th. Same thing will be happening. Toolbox, instructions, questions, and an answer time. On May the 10th, our APRs are due. I know I've been a pastor now almost 50 years. Getting those in at times just kind of drag on, but could you work very hard to get it to us by the 10th? It makes our job easier as we get ready, because we always have to make adjustments and tweaks, and if we keep pushing it out, it really handcuffs us from getting the things to the proper areas that need to be. We have a lot of information we need to send to the general church and prepare for auditing and all that. So that helps us if you can meet that May 10th deadline. Also, I just want to let you know that there are going to be some minor changes. Now, it really won't affect you as such. If you're going to send 10% into the district after May 1st, now not for last year, not for this current year's budget, but if you're starting to send your budgets in for 24-25, boy, it's hard to say that, 24-25, on May the 1st, the budget structure percentages are changing. Not the bottom line, but the dividing of the budgets. Before April 30th this year, you paid 5.5 to the district, 2.25 to SNU, and 2.25 to pension and benefits. As of May 1st, for next year's budgets, not for you that send in April's budgets and all that, but starting May 1st, any budget payment after May 1st for the 24-25, I think am I kind of making it real clear for the 24-25 year, the percentages is 5.5 to the district, 2% to pension and benefits, 2.5 to SNU. That does not change the bottom line, and you don't have to really so-called worry about it, but we needed to let you and your treasurers know that change was happening. When you send your 10% to us, we'll make that adjustment, especially if it's for 24-25. So I just want to make sure that you understand that, because there is some major changes. The percentages are the same, bottom line's the same, just a shift in the percentages and where they go. We'll, again, take care of that in the office. You don't have to worry about it. If you want a sheet that kind of helps you do the homework, I'll have Monty make sure we send you a sheet with those adjustments for those of you that like to fill that out. The last thing that I want to share with you is we have district assembly. The district assembly has already started in our region. Starts in fact today at West Texas, and it goes on. Ours is the last one, and our district assembly is July 14th and 15th at Richardson. Dr. Crocker is our general in jurisdiction. You'll want to be here. He's done some tremendous things. We're going to be talking about blessing our community, which is the theme for our general church. Also, we want to just kind of let you know, at 5:30 on Sunday, the 14th, we're having another aspect of our dynamic diversity on our district. Remember, we've had the diversity of teams that have led us in worship at 5:30. Well, this year we have another dynamic worship team. I'm going to kind of let it surprise you a little bit, but I'm excited about them sharing, because they're just as smart, isn't that good? Just as much a part of our district, because they are a dynamic group of people. So you'll not want to miss the 5:30 event that happens, and that'll lead us into our organize of the assembly, and then music from Jim Puckett, and then also then a message from Dr. Crocker, and that'll conclude on Monday night with the ordination. I'm excited to tell you, as of right now, we have 6 that will be ordained. That is a good number, and we're looking forward to sharing that special event with them. So those are the things that are happening that are right up front here, and be here before you know it. So I want to just make sure you get this. We're going to send out some more information, but this is an important time that you open up your email and make sure that you read everything. I know some of you, if we don't say it all in the first paragraph, you turn us off. Well, this time of year, read to the second and third paragraph so you are aware of everything that we have, because this is really important. And we'll be making some phone calls and you'll hear from us. But these are important days because we're going to do electronic voting again, and we'll fill out that form and plus the APR. So all of that is important. Please follow what Monty sends out to you in regards to the information. Well, thank you and have a great journey from Easter to Pentecost. Please take time to pray that God will enlighten us through this time and show us about the Holy Spirit, show us the power and the impact of the Holy Spirit that is about to be shared with us in Pentecost. But long before Jesus and the Holy Spirit and God were all together, but in that Pentecost day, setting it all up, getting ready for that special day that brings the message of the resurrection and the crucifixion to the church, for us to have something that's dynamic to share with the world, that he is alive. He is alive and he is well and he is at work in our lives every single day because of the Holy Spirit working in each of us. So have a great season and look forward to being with you in the next coming weeks. God bless you.